Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we're currently staring at the middle of nowhere. And there's a reason for this, and that reason is because I want to start working on some forts. Specifically, forts in states that are near the border of the Republic of China. So, I believe there's a fort map mode here. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure there's a fort level map mode. Maybe not? Apparently there isn't. Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to just go ahead and expand any of these in regions that are even slightly adjacent to the Republic of China. So anything over here, that's all fine. Any forts over here as well. I just want to slow them down a little bit. So that'll be okay. Don't want to do too much of this, but I do want to get some along those borders. So that should be nice. And I think we'll also get some just along this entire border over here. Something along the lines of that should be good. Okay, let's check in on our infrastructure map mode. I don't expect that there's anything really lacking here, other than this state that we just got. We'll go ahead and expand our railroads there. Wonderful. Go ahead and take this up to its normal speed. And we do have factories as well that we could potentially work on. But all of this is still in progress from last time that we worked on that, so I don't think that that's, strictly speaking, in need of work currently. Now, some of these forces here may be in need of reinforcement. And yeah, in fact, how did this happen? There's an extra unit of cavalry in here. Okay, we'll just do that. Excellent. So we need 2 units of artillery and 2 of infantry for this particular unit. So we will get an artillery, an infantry, and an infantry. Wonderful. That one's 10-5. That one's 10-5, 10-5, 10-4. Okay, so we need a unit of artillery over here. That's fine. We'll grab that. 9-5. You need a unit of infantry. Okay. 10-5, you're fine. 10-5, fine. All of these are fine. Okay. So there's us pretty much recovered from that French War. And of course, we do have Francia in our sphere right now. Now, we should probably consider decreasing the opinion of the Republic of China down to cordial. And we would like to do that again. 19 October is when we can. However, we do have some reforms that we can do. We're actually almost fully through these reforms. We're going to go ahead and go for extended subsidies right now. Wonderful. We only have 3 more reforms to put through. Now that is going to cost us additional money, so I'm going to bump our taxes up to 60%. And we'll see what that does to us financially. Give that a couple days to actually take effect. We're going to need a little more. We're going to try 62%. How's that looking? Better. That's looking very good, in fact. Okay, we'll sit at 62% then. We can't go lower than 50%, of course, because we are currently ruled by the Communist Party. But that's okay. We are in a very good position here, I would say. Let's check in on the power of China, though. They're at 10-12 to our 24-51. That went back up. I wonder what causes that. Was that just a miscalculation? But it existed through multiple episodes. I restart the game with every single episode. Baffling. I mean, if we're at double the strength of the Republic of China, there's no way they declare war on us. So, I guess we'll accept that. Oh, Thanks. Thanks, Rogue Tech. Rogue Tech has been updated to the latest version, everyone. Okay, now we're back. Wonderful. I don't like it when it decides to take focus, but I let it run like that because it often takes a very long time to update. This time it wasn't too bad, but it was okay, I guess. Let's go ahead and take China back down. Excellent. They're back down to neutral. So, we now have Francia under total control, and we'll see if anyone decides to contest that. We have lost a little bit of money now. I'm going to actually bump this to 63% so that that's not happening anymore. Our current cash reserves are a little on the low side, so we'll just go ahead and do that. I say as we're kind of overflowing the text box there. Well, we're getting a ton of cores, so I do like to see that. Hey, Communist had gains there. That's good. Colonial prestige. We've already gotten the bulk of our colonial prestige. These are French communists. We like those. Excellent. I do want to check in over here, make sure no one's taking attrition, and no one is. Wonderful. So we need to be thinking about what our next tech is going to be. When is Integral Rail System available? 1898, 1 year from a little bit ago. Almost exactly 1 year. Okay. Now we have no army technologies available. Quite a few commerce technologies. We're currently working on a culture technology, and we have no industry technologies available. I think that we should probably be working a little bit harder on commerce. Ooh, 1900, but 5% tax efficiency with another 2% through inventions? Ooh, that's nice. And another 5% there. That's definitely nice. That would allow us to cut taxes a pretty dramatic amount. However, we do have some colonialism that we can do for now. So let's just create that into a state. Wonderful. And that was all we could do. Fair enough. When can we fight France again? That's basically the only thing I feel like doing, is fighting France. We are currently truced until 1901. Okay. I don't think we're going to completely eliminate France in this game. Just because Victoria is pretty limited in what you can do militarily. So there is that. But Hearts of Iron, absolutely not the case, and we should be well set up to be able to take over the world in Hearts of Iron. And I do intend on continuing after 1935 in Hearts of Iron if we haven't taken over the world by then. We'll see if we have. Okay, there is an international crisis. Are we interested in this crisis? That's a lot of prestige. So yes, we are. Let's take a look at the crisis. France is backing this. And Ojibwa is backing this. Let's see. Tarasco wants the return of their territories. Which side is Tarasco? Acquire Chickasaw Jalisco. Okay, so this would be Chickasaw over here. This would be Tarasco over here. I am interested in Tarasco getting their territory back from Chickasaw. In before White Peace. Brazil is supporting Ojibwa. What's the Caribbean gonna decide? I don't know, but there's our psychoanalysis. Let's go ahead and grab... That's 2 more tax efficiency through inventions for modern central bank system. Neoclassical theory, that's a lot of prestige. Diplomatic influence, factory output, prestige gains, another national focus, and diplomatic points. Fair enough. And then there's poor, neglected Navy. I don't like navies. Get out of here, Navy. We're going to go for the tax efficiency, I think. When will that be done? That'll be done in the beginning of 1898. Yes, we're going to outfit an expedition to go to the North Pole. So, in 1898, anti-rationalism comes available in 1900, so we're still going to have some time there. But that does mean that we can grab Integral Rail System. And that'll take us about to 1900, and then we can save up from there. So that'll be okay. I'm a little surprised this crisis is still going. The Caribbean hasn't decided yet, but Brazil, they're really weak. Ojibwa are too. I mean, so is France. But we're really not. So I would imagine that they're going to accept the demands. We'll see. In the meantime, we do have these forces over here. Now, this is 103. This is 304. We should consider... We can't recruit over here. That's going to be interesting. If this war happens, I don't know how I'm going to handle it just yet. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. I would love to build more infrastructure. I would love to fight France. Let's check in on Francia, though. I'm interested in seeing if anyone is still working on them. Hello, France. France is absolutely still working on them. Get out of here, France. Anybody else really working on them? Wait, what? They instantly got back in? How did they do that? Was there a way to do that I didn't know about? 5 July is when we can do this again. So yeah, we could ban their embassy. I think... Okay. Accepted the crisis offer. That's fine. So... Did I accidentally expel the advisors? Yes, I did. That's what I did. Okay, that's my bad. We're banning the embassy. Get out of here. That didn't reset them from cordial, but that's okay. We can downgrade them over the course of this next year. That won't take very much at all to make that happen. We can actually cut our taxes. I'm going to cut them down to 62. We're actually still doing absolutely fine. Maybe we can get away with cutting them to 60? Maybe. Let's see. Hey, army attrition reduction and pop growth. That's nice. Okay, we're running a small deficit at 60. But I think we can afford to run this deficit, and once we get modern central banking, that won't directly help, but it will kind of help. As in, it will... The inventions will directly help. Excellent. So at this point, we're kind of just waiting for our French truce to wear off a little bit. And letting our infamy drop. I'd like it to get below 100. That would be ideal. And then, once we get into Hearts of Iron, it'll be interesting to see how these sphere nations import. Are we going to have to conquer Poland? Or is it just going to be like, it's your sphere, so they're like your puppet or something? I don't know. That'll be interesting. And if we can then annex it within Hearts of Iron relatively peacefully, that'd be fascinating. Then we just square away France in that case. In that case, we... Oh my, that was quite a scroll. In that case, we square away France here. Relatively early on. And then all we really need to worry about is this border here. Which, that should be a manageable border. If we push it to be relatively straight... yeah, that should be interesting. We'll have to deal with Japan, of course, but... and I suspect China will import rather powerful. Then, of course, there's this border that we'll have to hold. But once we get pushed through Pratiharis, that won't be too bad. Don't mind me, I'm just making plans for the Great War. Or, technically, the Second Great War. Becoming more liberal? Fine. I guess we'll take it. But they're not extreme enough. We're up over 90% literacy. When did that happen? Very nice. Up to 54.44 research points per day. Which means, of course, that we are just cruising through those technologies. I like it. We do still need more clerks. We're really struggling to get clerks. In fact, I think I'm going to switch this from craftsmen over to clerks. There we go. Hopefully that'll bring up our number of clerks. Clerks can work in factories, at least to some degree, so that should be, I think, okay. It's not like we have a shortage of craftsmen. Everybody but Liberal lost ground in that new upper house. That isn't great. But Communist did the best out of everyone else. So, I guess that's okay. I really probably shouldn't have taken that infamy. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. Well, 5 prestige, though. That's hard to not take. There's our admin efficiency. Wonderful. Now we can grab Integral Rail System. And so we shall. That won't take too long to get. We'll have that actually before 1899. I think we're going to want to grab a really cheap tech from Navy, because otherwise we're going to be wasting almost half a month's worth of tech progress. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be necessary. Anti-rationalism costs 21,000 tech points. Okay. Oh, hello. We can make gears. Electric ones. Well, that's nice. But the interesting thing here is this timing. Like, what tech do we actually want to grab from the Navy? Because these are definitely going to be the cheapest. 7484, 7473, 7106, and 7106. Okay, so it's one of these two. Supply range or naval organization. And that's naval organization in the techs, and as is that. I think we go for naval decision making after Integral Rail System. This should finish up in just a couple of months. So that should be okay. Sure, we'll get a recent safari. I just noticed something interesting, and that is that our top 3 exported goods, or rather our top 3 imported goods, have just changed. It was flickering back and forth between fabric and liquor there. That's fascinating. So now we may want to consider getting some fabric. Now, I'd be interested in getting an electric gear factory. That's for sure. But how do we get fabric? Fabric factory. Here we go. Okay, so I'd be interested in getting a fabric factory here as well. Oh, we have one. So we do. We'll just enlarge it then. How about a fabric factory here? I need to look. We had one right here. I knew it, too. Fabric factory there. And there's no fabric factory here, but there's no space for one. There's no fabric factory here. Let's go ahead and make one. Because I do not want to be importing in our top 3 anything. Anything at all that can be manufactured, if we can help it. So we'll make a fabric factory expansion there. We'll make a fabric factory here. We'll make a fabric factory here. And then we'll make one here as well. Excellent. Oh, there was one here. We'll expand that. We'll expand this fabric factory. We'll make another fabric factory here. Excellent. And we'll make... Oh, we have one. I'm a moron. Okay, we'll make a fabric factory there. Or expand it, rather. We'll make one here. And I'll call that good for now. But I do want to come up here and make a couple of electric gear factories. That's a new thing. And I'd like to kind of corner the market on this, if at all possible. So we'll build a few electric gear factories and see if we can satisfy the demand for that. Just like this. I think that's enough. Okay. Let's proceed for now. Sabotage? Oh my. So, let's see here. This is a labor issue, so we should probably pay attention to this one. A factory in one of our states has become the target of a mild but costly sabotage campaign during the past few weeks, and local management suspects that a known socialist agitator in the area is responsible for this development, as the gentleman in question is known by management to have taken issue with a decision they recently took regarding company internal division of labor. We'll denounce the profiteering of those fat cats. Excellent. We're communists, after all. Hey, the first Olympiad. 60 prestige, 1 plurality. Now, I think our plurality is already maxed, so yeah, that's absolutely the case. That's fine. We're gaining 54.6 per day right now. Our literacy is getting up there. We're at 91.4% literacy and climbing. So that's wonderful. Oh, that was kind of exciting. I clicked over here to deselect, and then I moved the mouse over here, but during that time... Whoa, hang on. What did we just cede to Raj? What just happened? Ah, okay. The Jacobins enforced their... Uh-huh. Ethiopian Raj... I'm confused by what's happening here. They took large amounts of our troops. Well, they're our Dominion. So there is that. We should probably work on this, though. Did this happen because of the Jacobins here that we couldn't do anything about? Maybe. Well, it's their problem now. I want to check in on Francia. Yeah, they're still cordial with France. Let's go ahead and bump that back down to neutral. Get out of here, France. Well, we're getting more cores. And I mean, this might end up being useful, that this is no longer directly under our control. But it is definitely partially under our control. Although I am noticing, maybe because it's in... Oh, hello, separatism. Maybe because it is in our, or rather, our Dominion, we're not actually getting any opinion here. No one else seems to be either, though. So I guess that's okay. Fascinating. Well, it is pretty much time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, I believe we're going to break into 1900. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.